Hi, my name is Liz Brobst, and I'm a high school librarian. Allow me a few minutes to explain BreakoutEDU. In a nutshell, BreakoutEDU is an immersive learning experience for both students and teachers. Get Breakout games can be digital or physical or both, and they use a combination of clues, puzzles, and locks so that participants can break into a box. In general, Breakout games are sort of like self-contained escape rooms. But let's get a little more specific. When it's all set up, a Breakout box might look like this. This one is based on S.E. Hinton's novel, The Outsiders, and the game is directly from the BreakoutEDU platform. You can see there are 3 boxes with several locks on them and an envelope full of clues and puzzles. In this game, there are some 5-letter word locks, a 3-digit number lock, and a standard key lock. Most of the clues to open these locks can be found inside the envelope, but some are hidden inside the boxes too. Tricky. The Breakouts game itself includes some wonderful puzzles. One is a secret message to be decoded with a pig pen cipher. Another clue is to find a book, Rumblefish, which is the sequel to The Outsiders, and hidden inside it is a hall pass that takes them to another room for another clue. And there are quotes from the novel that need to be put in order, and then kids use a black light to find the hidden clue. There are a few more besides those, but I don't want to spoil anything for you. When introducing a game to students, like I did for the Outsiders game, especially students who've never done a Breakout box before, it's important to explain how some of the locks work. Like for the word locks or even the shape or number locks, sometimes the letters need to be lined up just right so that you can open the lock successfully. Certain directional locks might need like a double click to reset the lock so that you can retry when you don't get the combination right the first time, and other little tricks of the trade like that. I always tell the students to be careful with everything. Don't force anything, be gentle, and don't break my stuff. Sometimes it takes a little bit of a reminder, sometimes you need to buy new locks, but generally it goes pretty smoothly. I also explain that while there is a time limit, it's important for students to slow down, take your time. A Breakout experience will only be successful if the group works together. And working together means work is shared, so no one person is doing all the work themselves and no one is left out. Working together also means communicating, which does include listening, but does not include yelling. And working together means having fun. So yes, there's a little competition, with the time limit and if you're doing small groups all at the same time, but a Breakout box is supposed to be fun. It should also be noted that Breakout boxes tend to work better in smaller groups, at least in my experience anyway. So after establishing smaller groups of maybe 5 to 8 students, I set them free to work together through the challenge of the Breakout box. I circulate among the groups, offering assistance if needed or showing them again how to work the specific lock, but I don't offer official hints until they actually need them. I like to let them struggle a little bit because then it makes their success so much sweeter. I love to hear those happy cheers and those looks of triumph when puzzles are finally solved and locks are opened.
Oh, yeah!
When students successfully complete the Breakout box, we have to celebrate. Of course, we take pictures with the We Broke Out signs. They get prizes, which are usually candy, and everyone congratulates each other. I try to make a point to debrief a little bit and discuss what they thought was difficult, what they thought was easy, how their teams work together, what they might do differently in the future. These cards are great for that. They really help you figure out what sorts of questions you want to ask. I feel like this piece is really important because the game needs closure, just like a traditional lesson. And when you're doing an activity that does involve team building, it's important to talk about the team dynamics. BreakoutEDU gives students such a unique opportunity to really hammer home those 4 C's of education. They have to communicate and collaborate with their peers. And while they're doing that, they end up thinking creatively and critically to open these locks. They engage with classroom content in a way they've never done before, and they rely on prior knowledge to really help them figure everything out. and they don't even realize that that's happening. It's sort of like when parents hide vegetables in the spaghetti sauce, except in this case, the vegetables are units of study and the spaghetti sauce is a breakout game. But when teachers choose to facilitate a breakout box, they are providing this amazing situation, this great opportunity for their students to develop skills that often come second in an educational setting. I'm not sure if you can tell from this video, but I really love Breakout EDU. I love breakout games. I enjoy finding ways to include it in different content areas and showing classroom teachers how exciting it can be to challenge their students this way and to challenge themselves to add something new and different to their classrooms. I enjoyed turning physical games into digital ones. I enjoyed tweaking existing games to meet the needs of my students, and I really like making my own games. But do you know what I like more? When students make their own games. Like when they take whatever they're learning in class and they turn it into a breakout game on their own. Sometimes it's for a project, like instead of writing a paper or taking a test, their teachers allow them to do this. And those games are the best. They're usually pretty funny. They're really creative. They think of things that I never even thought of before. That's when those tasks really get redefined, is when they're taking their experience playing the game and turning it into a new game for other students to play. I truly, truly see the value in bringing Breakout EDU into the classroom. Games can be used in literally any content area. As long as teachers keep an open mind and are willing to try something new, this can work for any kid at any level in any content area. But sometimes teachers just need an enthusiastic person to teach them and to show them all these amazing things. I want that opportunity. I want to be the person that shows these things to them. Thank you so much for listening. Again, my name is Liz Brobst, and I'm a high school librarian.